Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek TV at Spiel 2014, and I'm sitting with two lovely people from CGE, which is Paul Gauguin.
Hi.
How are you? And Lenka Boloveva. And I'm also sitting with a rather obscenely large box. This has been my day of large boxes, by the way, which is nice on Sunday because then I can yawn behind them and no one knows. But of course, as I'm sure everyone can read, this is the anniversary edition of Dungeon Lords. And what year are we celebrating for its 5-year anniversary? What are you going to do for 10? Where are you going to go for
just a bigger box?
A bigger box, or deep, or
twice as deep, twice as big. Yeah, just made of lead.
How about platinum? Diamond?
Stretch goals.
Okay, there you go. All right, so let's assume that people are familiar with Dungeon Lords, that they've played it before.
Yep.
So if they're big fans, they say, ooh, anniversary edition, what are they going to get that is special to this printing?
Do you want to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
What's special about the box is we started with Kickstarter campaign, and there was all sort of stuff, new stuff and older ones, and we took most of it and prepared it in this anniversary version. The Kickstarter version had some extra stuff. If you compare them, it has some extra stuff, but this one still has a lot new to offer. There's a base game, of course, the Dungeon Lords. There's the expansion, Festival Season, the minion bearing gifts, mini expansion, and some extra stuff that we added. For example, we created new coins out of metal.
Here, which I can put out in the middle there.
There's a new mini expansion that Blaya prepared to set up your dungeon. So everybody has a different card, different setup in the beginning.
There we go.
We created new figures of troll tokens. We created new tokens for adventurers. We had the stickers for the food.
This one here.
Yeah, this is the adventurer token.
Oh yeah, here we'll flip that guy down. Even just your little food tiles here now have the picture of the food on it, and that, I believe that is that a sticker or is that printed directly? Okay.
Yeah, sticker.
All right. Anything else? We take a tour of the box here.
With the in this box, the huge box, we added this plastic insert, so everything is ready for setup. In the Kickstarter version, we had this beautiful wooden box for all the backers who ordered it, and it was designed by David Coulthard, the illustrator of this game. So it's really beautiful. So and
I think that's probably it. I mean, the advantage as well is that it's just one box, so it's all in one box rather than, I mean, most people probably would have taken the expansion and fit it into the box, but it just looks so much easier, and it's so much easier, quicker to set the game up as well.
And I think a pretty ingenious way of putting in your tunnel tiles here that have a little insert, so they all sit up and line up beautifully, which was something that we always found they exploded over the box.
These plastic containers are not just to store it in. These,
also to play out of.
And it's all there, so they don't go all over the table. They just go on the table like that, and it stores them quite easily.
We also added these new rules for the minion bearing gifts. It was only online, available only online. We now printed it and edited it inside the game. Some awesome things that our backers allowed us to have is this comic book inside those rules, drawn by
starring the imp.
Starring the imp, and it's so hilarious. We won't show it we've shown everything to you, but you can see that it's really beautiful. It's a 4-page comic book, and it's just to celebrate the game.
Oh, fun! Now, what is this retailing for? So if people were comparing this against, like, say, the base game.
Sorry.
How much would you typically buy this for?
Here it's for 90 euros, and it shouldn't vary too much in the retailers or in the stores. It's not for a mass sale. This is an anniversary edition. It should be exclusive. We were thinking if we even go to retail with the Kickstarter version, because we had it Kickstarter, but we do, but not with everything. As I said, some of the stuff was only exclusive for the Kickstarter version, and this one shouldn't be much higher than the 90 euros that's here. So we don't want to go over that.
I think the other little thing as well is that the tiles in the components in the game, you can now easily tell the difference between ones from the base game and from the expansion, because there's a small mark in the corner. So when you're playing the game with new players, I always recommend not to use the expansion.
Right.
And you can now quite easily see which cards you should take out if you just want to play the base game. So that's another little bonus that we sneaked in there at the end, just to make things easier.
And the cardboard tokens are also higher quality, thicker, so it's improved in many ways.
Well, I'm sure all the current fans of Dungeon Lords are out there drilling. Hopefully you can rope in a few new fans with a glorious new version. So that is the limited edition 5th anniversary edition of Dungeon Lords by CG. Thank you both.
Okay.
Thank you.